Very interesting things could happen with Ballard Power Systems. So first off, read this disclaimer carefully and do your good deed of the day by liking and subscribing. So we go to Megatrends and we go to a very interesting theme called hydrogen and fuel cells. And 99% here from the 52-week low on average. And we have seen a very substantial haircut. So minus 57-ish% average. Ballard Power Systems has gone through a minus 62-ish% haircut. And is only 27-ish% here from the 52-week lows. So definitively we have seen some very rough times for this theme. But of course that can open up opportunities. So here is the website, here for life. We deliver fuel cell power for sustainable transit. So flexible solutions from 30 kilowatts to 200 kilowatts net power. Ballard's heavy-duty modules provide flexible solutions for your motive applications, including buses, trucks, trains, and ships. So carbon neutral by 2030. At Ballard, we are continually working to reduce the total life cycle emissions of our fuel cell products, and we are committed to be carbon neutral by 2030. Okay, so let's look here at the chart. Big picture, weekly data points, and we go all the way back here to 1995. It is pretty apparent that Ballard can have absolutely amazing rallies, but also extreme sell-offs. So you definitively want to have your stops in place when trading Ballard. We have been forming a very interesting technical pattern called a cup and handle. So here we have a rounding bottom being formed, major breakout, then we have a huge sell-off, and we could potentially be forming that handle, and it sort of looks like, a cup with a handle. We have pulled back to a very important moving average. This blue 100-week moving average has been very important for decades. It's been clear resistance with these pink arrows, but also pretty decent support in these light blue arrows. We are currently testing it as support. We have also fallen back to a low RSI level that historically tend to trigger the bulls to get back into action. So from a purely technical perspective, this is definitively the line in the sand for a bullish thesis. So this is very important. Given that we have tested it a couple of times now, you could argue that we have a bit of a double bottom formation, which is a very interesting technical pattern. When we go here to the daily data points, yes, we are below a very large number of very important moving averages. You see here this purple 20-day moving average is forming resistance, and we have some support here with the 5 and the 10-day moving average. And also the green 50-day moving average is also very likely to be a resistance. And so we do have a bunch of resistance above us. But this is one of the issues when it comes to technical analysis is that if you are going to have a method where you wait until we are above all kinds of resistance levels until you initiate a bullish position, then you could end up just waiting forever. Because let's say that you want to wait for resistance to be cleared. So let's say that you want to wait until we are above the 200-day moving average, assuming we are going to get up there. Chances are that you will then use the logic that, I want to wait until we are above these horizontal resistance levels. Well, maybe this resistance level. I wait until we break out to a new high. Yeah. I think that currently the technical setup favors a bullish thesis, but I would definitively have the blue 100-week moving average as the line in the sand. So yes, the bullish thesis is contingent on that moving average holding. When we look here at the seasonality for Ballard, August, so these are the last 10 years, so August, September, they do tend to be positive. It closes higher 56% of the time. Usually there is a bit of a gain. That is bullish. Over the last 20 years, the gains for August and September are still there, but it only closes higher 47% of the time. So the bears do have a little bit of a leverage there, but not big. But basically, the seasonality is a bit, it's a bit too 50-50. Like, we can't really make, any kind of confident decision here based on seasonality alone. So here is Finviz. The price targets is something that we should look at because the current stock price is $16.17. When we look here at, the price targets, and there are quite a few from some big names in the business. So the lowest price target here, that is from Wells Fargo, and they have a price target here of $26. So from the current stock price to $26, that is a 61% upside. The highest price target here, $42, that is from Citigroup, and that would be a 160% upside. That is obviously very bullish. So the price targets here are definitively bullish. 100% of the price targets here from the current year are way above the current stock price. That's good. Saks. They have a number 5 strong sell, so they are definitively not feeling much love here for Ballard Power. The good news, so to speak, is that it can't really get much worse than a number 5 strong sell, so it begs the question, is this peak pessimism? Because it does have an F value score, F growth, but it does have a C momentum, so the timing indicator here is, it is a C, that it's not an A or a B, but it's not that bad. So the fundamentals here are definitively mixed. The price targets are very bullish, but Saks is not being bullish. So it's one of those instances where you have a big but divergence here between Saks and price targets. Okay, so if I were to sum up my take here for Ballard Power Systems, the technicals are definitively very, very interesting. We have a very long-term key support level. We also have the possibility of forming a very, very big cup and handle pattern, which is bullish. So the 100-week moving average would be... so the bullish thesis is contingent on that moving average holding. It's very important whenever you trade to have at least some kind of line in the sand, especially with these kinds of stocks that can move very, very, very big. Because if we were to fall from the current level all the way down here to the red 200-week moving average, that is minus 36+% below the current level. So that simply is way too much. So yeah, we need to have a line in the sand. Seasonality is very mixed. Very much 50-50, so not that much to go on there. But it is good that there usually is a gain for August and September. Price targets, very bullish. Saks, not bullish at all. But potentially, maybe Saks has reached, peak pessimism for Ballard Power Systems. So yeah, I think I would lean bullish here for this stock. It's a very interesting theme. This is a very huge trend. The big benefit with hydrogen and fuel cells is that there is the energy density is very significant. One of the issues with electric vehicles, that is especially when it comes to driving very long distances, and also if you have a lot of weight, because in those instances hydrogen is definitively superior. So yeah. We could have a future energy system where you use electricity for shorter travels and hydrogen for longer travels, and also when you need to pull a lot of weight.